Hey guys, it's Don here from Pandemic Playgrounds. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to do some ship building, so let's get started. Now you may have noticed when I play my game I usually do vehicle builds. That's because I'm more familiar with that and it's a little bit easier than to design and build a large scale ship. I decided to take that approach now and possibly split it into a couple of episodes because it might be pretty long and it's going to be a large ship build using large grid. Now my idea behind this is to actually design the ship from inside out, so that's going to be a little bit different from what I normally design in, which is designing the outside then designing the inside. So I'm going to do it in another approach just to see how it would turn out. So basically what's going to happen now is I am going to start designing the ship from all the rooms, compartments, cockpit, everything that we need. Then I'll design the exterior around that, and hopefully it might come out to be a pretty good ship. Now the first thing I think I'm going to work on is the corridor, and kind of gives me an idea of how I want this, because I don't know how big I want the ship to be yet. So I think each room will be 3. This will be a hallway. Maybe I should start off with like an entranceway. This is so hard to design just thinking about what I should do. So if I was to say walk on this, then I would have like a door here. Is the corridor big enough just to be one? Yeah, 1 block is big enough. So I'm gonna do door, and I like these types of doors inside ships. So let's kind of get that going. Nice. And that will be a door to a room. Maybe I should do it this way. Nope, that's not going to work because of the gap. It also has to be airtight since it's a spaceship. So there we go. That's not too bad. I'll have the 2 doors this way, and each one of them is a room, so I could kind of enclose this now. The hallway I want to make it look pretty good, so lights, corner lights. Yeah, corner lights would be okay. So let's pop that into this one, and I want it to be on sideways like this, or walking. Probably walking like this. I should probably set up a battery so I could like test out how things would look. And let's go with building this now. So this, in a ship you need a couple of rooms. So this ship, I think, since I only play with David, it'll be 2 rooms. Mess hall, medical bay, and bridge, then engineering. That makes sense? So engineering I kind of want to be in the back over here, so that's where we would have control over that. The bridge would be all the way up in front, so that's pretty common. 2 rooms back here. I should make it so there's another corridor here, or door here, to go into a mess hall. And where would should I separate the mess hall from the medical room? Or should I put the medical room inside the mess hall? But I could make it a bigger room. And you would have to walk through the mess hall to get to the bridge? So let's see. So now engineering. And how would I get into the ship? So this would be 1 room. This would be another room. I would get into the ship 1, 2, 3, probably from here. one on each side. This way, we would have entrances on the outside coming in. You'll be split to go into the engineering room over here. Huh. Decisions. I really wonder how this would turn out if I plan it this way. Yeah, I think I should put the medical room and the mess hall kind of together. And then I'll worry about routing all the cargo and storage containers and all that stuff later. So let's make this wider. It'll be in the same room, but the middle is still going to be a hallway. So one side would be like a mess hall with the kitchen and the seats. The other side would be medical room and, you know, the doodads and stuff like that. And then to the bridge. So this would walk in. I kind of have my hallway going through. Mess hall. Mess hall could be a little bit bigger, I think. I have my entrance over here. And maybe I could do another level later on, or no. So this is going to be a small room. Basically a bed. Cryo chamber if needed to. This will be, in a sense, connected because the wall. So the layout will be coming in through one of these doors over here, left or right. I might have to extend it out a little bit. You could walk in through this corridor. You have each room set up. You go through here, you get through the mess hall and all that stuff, and then you keep going, and that gets to the bridge. Now, I should possibly make a lower level just for cargo space, so I could drive a rover in there or something. Okay, so far I like the layout. Yeah, so far I like the layout like this. So let's see. That's pretty cool to see the blueprint on top. Engineering would be pretty big. I do want to make this animated a lot. And what I mean by animated is make it look like there's a lot of movement. Like the engines would stick out or rotate, or landing gears would move. It's not in a fixed position. So I'm going to have to plan those in too. So we got two small rooms right here. I could extend these because it looks like it should be a little bit bigger. But I don't want it to be bigger than how much stuff I could put in. Then it'll just look like everything's just spaced out for a reason. I kind of want to make it look like very functional. So this, I'm going to put windows in later. I'm just kind of sealing up everything to make it look like how the blueprint should look. And I'll seal up everything a little bit later. But for now, I'm just kind of mapping it out. So we got the two rooms, mess hall, medical, Then we have the bridge. The bridge should be completely separate from... How would I do the bridge? I still need to enclose this. So let's enclose this to see how that looks. That's not too bad. It's enclosed. Go into this. Then we have another small corridor, like very small. And then the bridge. So the bridge, I wanted to have 2 chairs. And a glass front. Okay, again, I am not ready. I'm just laying down the blueprints right now to see how it would turn out. And I'll start replacing blocks with windows and angle blocks just to see how everything would turn out later. But for now, I'm just doing really just blueprints. So here would be like a complete glass structure. I'll worry about that later, but okay, so that's the mini. Okay, it's not as big as I thought it was gonna be, but let's see. It's not too bad. Still need these exits to be a little bit further out. If anything, I should get rid of this and put it a little bit far back. And then we have another room back here. Three blocks, another room back here, and this will be for the hydrogen tanks, all the engine doodads and stuff like that for back here. So this would be a pretty big room in a sense, just for all the engines. Okay. What do you guys think so far? This little blueprint. So I got 2 rooms, mess hall, medical room. So let me show you guys. 1 room here, 1 room there, medical room, mess hall, bridge, engineering. Okay. Again, this is not the full structure. I will be replacing all these blocks. I'm just trying to get like the lay of the land. Underneath this whole thing, which will have a separate compartment that comes down, I want to have cargo containers, and I could do all the plumbing down here. So cargo container, plumbing, and then a cargo room right over here with a door that I could open from the front where I could drive vehicles in there and mount it on. And then maybe another room or 2 down there just for storage or battery. Oh yeah, I don't even have a battery room. So I need a battery room. I need a room for assembler and refinery just in case. No, I don't think I should do that. I'm not sure. But I do need a battery room, so I might have to put it down on the bottom. So maybe down here where I have my cargo space and I have these 2 rooms protruding out, I will put a battery room in these 2. And then the back would be cargo. The thing is, I need oxygen generators and stuff like that. That's why I need to make that separate room in the back. Then The back over here will house 2 large hydrogen tanks. Yeah, it's not that big of a ship anymore, not now that I look at it. I also need a split level here. So this will actually come down into the cargo a little bit more. Right now it looks flat, but I think I'm gonna make this come down into the cargo room. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna start working on this, maybe off camera, to finish off rounding off the edges and kind of get myself at least the first level mapped out to see how everything would turn out before I start adding components or stuff like that, because I want these rounded corners, rounded over here, add an extra door, add a door here, add a door to the engineering, start building a room for the engineering. But this is how I think I'm going to start planning this, you know, just mapping out the ship at first and then building around it. Alright, so that's it for me right now. I'm gonna time-lapse the build, probably with this angle right now, and on the next episode you'll see all the walls completed, or at least most of the design kind of filled out before I do the exterior. I'm just gonna work on getting the rounder corners, doors, stuff that should be in there and everything, and we'll continue off on the next episode with finishing the bottom of the ship. And because I still don't know how I want to map that out, but I got to work on the top to see how the shape's going to turn out, so I know how I want to do the bottom. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this little series of just building a ship out, let me know down in the comments below. And if I'm missing anything that I should be putting on the ship, let me know as well, so I could start including it as I'm going along with this build. And I will be using programming scripts and all this other stuff just to make a lot of stuff function. As far as the engines, I don't even have any idea how I want to work the engines yet. So if you guys got any thoughts on that, let me know down in the comments as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.